Hello and welcome to our 5 minutes with Ekaterina tips and tricks for learning a language. One of the questions I hear a lot is that why can't I learn a language at school? Or even not a question and direct accusation, it is impossible to learn a language at school and school is responsible for it. We are so bad with languages because school is useless. And I decided to make this video just to clarify all these points and to explain why in majority of cases we cannot learn a language within the school system. Probably most of you will think, oh, it's a whole idea, it is the planning, it is the boring textbooks and teachers maybe, and that's not the case because if you look at the modern textbooks, for example modern Ukrainian textbooks for learning English, they're perfect. I like them a lot and they're interesting to looking at them, lots of pictures, very bright. Children love them actually when they see them, not in class. And teachers, they're different. Actually, when you're looking for a private tutor, it's the same. It can be a good person, not that good person, match, not match. So it is not the main problem because in 85% of cases, we cannot learn the language. So it's not true that 85% of teachers are bad. No, that's not true. There are so many good teachers, good language teachers working at schools. We cannot put all the responsibility and all the fault on them too. And then you can ask me what's wrong. What's wrong if it's not a teacher, if it's not the textbook, if it's not the curriculum. I don't want to go deep into the curriculum, but if you really read all this ministry advice for how to teach English or how to teach any foreign language, they're good to do. It's good advice. And here we come in, what is the problem? Why do we struggle all the time, while the struggle is persistent for years and years and years? And I found several clues and I want to share. And if you remember my videos, if you're watching me, I'm always telling that learning a language is about practice, practice, practice. It's time and persistence. And just remember how many classes a week did you have when you were studying some foreign language. Probably it was 1 or 2 hours every week, and your teacher was trying to explain something for you, so she was talking, you were just thinking about something else, and you forgot everything immediately after the class. So it's simply not enough time. When you go at school, the first problem, it's simply not enough hours a week, not enough time when you're spending with the language. And this is such a big problem because if you look at some extra classes at effective, very effective, good language schools, they offer you to attend 3 hours every week plus 1 hour of speaking class. So they advise you to have at least 4 hours of foreign language. And at school you have 2 top. And you don't do anything at home or you do very little at home. So this is one of the main problems. You simply don't have enough time with it. The second problem is the size of the class. In order to learn the language effectively, you will need 5 people, like literally 5 people. Maybe 6 will be teacher, maybe it will be 4 students and 1 teacher. So 5 people in one room is the perfect size of the class. It's my experience, it's what I personally think. Maybe up to 10 is okay, but in order to make the education available to everybody, in order to make it cheaper, we have, in normal schools, we have 15 students, for example, in Ukraine, and in China it can be as many as 60 or 80. It is simply not enough space for everybody to pronounce something, to think something. It's not enough time with the teacher talking, discussing the problems. It's just the passive, non-controlling. It's if you learn, you learn. If you don't learn, nobody bothers you. Let's put it this way. And as for the passive learning, it's bad, of course. Lots of people saying that it's bad, but if you're repeating, if you're trying, and if it's a teacher-oriented school, you can learn a language. That's not true that you can't. I tried it with my Chinese. This system works, but again, it's not enough time. It's not enough time doing it in the classroom, and it's not enough skills. You will get your grammar this way, you might get your reading this way, but you will never have the speaking part because you never speak. And this is the third problem at school, not enough space for a student to talk as much as possible. Yeah, so if you want to develop speaking, you need to speak. If you want to develop reading, you need to read, writing, you need to write, listening, you need to listen, and during the class, you cannot speak enough. So you don't have enough time. Again, we are coming to the first point, you're not spending enough time learning a language. So we are ending up with people thinking that they are not talented, that they don't have a language ability, that school system is bad and we need to change something. Actually, we do need to change something, but the main reason that you have never spent enough time with the language. In the special schools where they have one foreign language class every day or one couple daily, it works differently, and after school children or young adults, they do speak a foreign language. This is my idea, this is my explanation. Let me know what is your idea. I'm very excited always to read your comments. Don't forget about your likes, subscribe for the channel, press the notification button so you wouldn't miss it, and consider supporting me on Patreon because that's how I know these videos matter. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to meet you very soon. Goodbye for now.